Today we'll talk about W222 and real hard everyday owner experience. Also, which one is the best W222 and what are the main problems of this car. Let's start from the design. Design of W222 is liked by many, but I personally find it boring and soulless. But I understand that that's my personal opinion and many disagree with me, and there are some people that love the design of W222. I also do not like the interior because I consider old Mercedes like W140 is a pinnacle of luxury. And I also do acknowledge that inside I am an old fart that prefers cars from the 90s. So if you like interior of W222, then there is no problem with that, and I do understand why you like it. Problems with the interior are usually squeaky noise from the dashboard if you have the wooden trim, and the seating belt holders and the seating belt itself usually fails after like 100,000 kilometers or excessive use, and that's a very common problem in W222. Of course, interior is very luxurious and it will carry your butt cheeks with love and passion, and you will love it. But I do not recommend Maybach interior because I find it pointless. Same things, but you pay much more for just shiny stuff that you don't need. And again, I do acknowledge that I'm an old fart and many prefer Maybach interior, so that's just a taste matter. Let's start with the problems. When you choose W222, pay close attention to kilometers and to the engine working hours. You can check them in any Mercedes dealership. Many of W222 are chauffeur driven. That means long hours of waiting for the owner with running engine, using AC in hot summer and heater in cold winter. Also, paying attention to radiator maintenance is very crucial with any W222. If you see on service papers that the radiator was cleaned in dealership every 50-60,000 kilometers, and if engine working hours is not much higher than the actual mileage, then it's a very good thing. Also, pay attention to oil change. Dealers recommend changing oil every 50,000 kilometers. That recommendation is based on 50-50 working balance, 50% city, 50% country roads. But in reality, it is 90% in the city and 10% on the highway. So working temperature in the city is much higher than on the highway. So when engine works in high temperature, oil is not as efficient as in normal condition, and if owner drive it like a dumbass, every time he aggressively starts it, doesn't warm up engine, and at least like for 1-2 minutes wait for it for the turbines and for all the liquids to be in place, and start doing donuts on his ex-wife house. And if he uses cheap fuel, then you will have problems with the scratch inside of the engine block, and then the car will burn oil and it just will destroy itself immediately. And that's a very important thing to pay attention to. Before buying it, you can just ask some simple questions about the car maintenance and how and where the owner drove it before, so you will have more clear picture of what you're actually buying. A big surprise for W222 was that all the turbos in this car are very reliable. If they're maintained properly, they will last same amount of mileage as the engine, and that's a very pleasant thing to know. Now let's talk about the specific engines and their problems. Diesel engines have problems with fuel injectors, engine chain and oil pump. Also, there is some oil consumption after 100,000 kilometers, but there were some cases where the oil consumption problem came after 100,000 kilometers and it didn't came after 250,000 kilometers, and that all depended on how it was used and how it was serviced. V6 petrol engines are reliable, but because of the lack of the power, not many searching for them right now. Hybrid systems I really do not recommend. Nothing bad with them, but if you have some issues, it will be expensive to fix. 4-cylinder engines are very useless in this German tank, so don't even think of buying them. Big questions for many is which V8 is better, 4.7 liter V8 or 4 liter V8. Both of them have twin turbochargers and very nice engines. They're very torquey, a lot of power, great sound. I love them both, and both of them need the good quality maintenance. If they were neglected, then there is no point of buying them, so check the service history. Proper maintenance of any W222 looks like this. Engine oil changes every 6-7,000 kilometers. High octane fuel only, 98 or 100 octane. Cleaning the radiator every 50-60,000 kilometers. changing the transmission oil every 50-60,000 kilometers. Air suspension is much more reliable than in W221, so there is no problems with the air suspension, but anyway it needs to be cleaned every 50,000 kilometers, so just in case, clean it. And other liquids in transmission must be changed every 50-60,000 kilometers, even in 9G or 7G. Because if you do not change it, out of nowhere you will have different kicks, and that's very annoying and expensive. And also check the transmission for the launch control. If there are too many launch controls, avoid the car. If you do this, then W222 will serve you more than 250,000 kilometers. And also there are some problems with front headlights, they can become foggy, but there are not many cases of it. All this research is confirmed by this channel. This channel is about the night taxi driver that drives Maybach in Moscow, and every day he drives from 100 to 300 kilometers. And when he sleeps at the day shift, he has another driver that drives the same car 100 or 300 kilometers per day. So that's CTUs, huge traffic jams, and the most toughest usage of W222. And he did all the proper maintenance that I mentioned before, and he has no major problems with the engine at all. His mileage right now is 200,000 kilometers plus. He didn't change engine chain, no problems with it, didn't change the turbos, just changed all the liquids on time and didn't save money on maintenance. I like this channel because he drives different people at night, and it's very hilarious to watch some of the drunk people, some prostitutes in his car, and many different funny cases. Link is below if you want to watch it. Unfortunately it's in Russian, but you can watch it with subtitles, it's still fun. For me, W222 is not a car of my dreams and a car that I want to buy. Like, I really do not want to even drive it, but people like it and people want it right now. It drives very good. It's especially the V8s, they are very fast, they sound wonderful, they have million features to keep you happy. Do not forget that this car is reliable, but it's reliable as long as you spend proper amount of money on maintenance. So if you want to buy one, buy V8 with proper maintenance and service history, actual mileage with the engine working hours. Following all that tips, you can avoid a major money pit. After all your work, you can buy W222 and enjoy it. Why not? But I don't understand why you want to buy it, because for me, best S-Class is W140. And my advice before buying the W222, drive a proper maintained and loved W140. And then if you will not change your mind, go ahead and buy that W222. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what is your favorite W222. And I noticed that many watch my channel without subscribing, and that's very creepy. So stop being creepy and subscribe to my channel. Take care, bye bye.